the user personas from doing the story. Okay, and I wasn't thinking about this website or anything while the story was going down. It's this story. Let me show it to you. It was this flash mob story that popped up in the journal.
Mm-hmm.
Did a nice package on it, but the organization that sponsors these flash mobs around the world is the site out of all the websites I could think of that I've seen in the past 6 or so weeks that needs the most work. It's a pretty big mess, and it's branded, you know, and proliferating fast around the world. So obviously, one user persona was me, the person reporting on it, right? So I would be the media persona. The event is flash mobs, the participants who go to these flash mobs, like the Webster students in this picture here, would be another user persona. And then yet another would be the individual who organizes the flash mob at the local level. So let me show you the website for 1 Billion Rising. That is the group, it's the flash mobs, okay? And if I was in the flash mob myself, I would go here to look for my own or similar YouTube videos from the event itself. And if I was press, I had to navigate my way through this site to find press releases and further information and how stories look from press that's already been done, because this event's 5 years old. And the event has grown the site, obviously. It's easy to see how jammed up this thing gets really quick. And the other, I think the third out of fourth user persona on this site, event organizer locally, but also I think there's a fourth persona, which might be the person who was maybe the passerby at the flash mob, or someone who was given a postcard or any type of, you know, media, who wants to see what the heck the flash mob was. And that indeed did happen as I covered that flash mob, because they are very fast moving events. They're very visible. And the branding of this organization is all over it. You use their music, you use their t-shirts, you know, and they have it together to a certain extent, but as they've gone through 5 years worth of these events, their website has become, okay, looking at this navigation and all these bullet points on the side, okay, we don't get much click through after we look at it. Let's just go to the first page. What is 1 Billion Rising? And I had to troll through this thing, this octopus of a site, to not only get the gist of what this was, but to try to wrap it all up in just a few sentences. Every single page through this about navigation, and then through the other main ones up here, everything is massive copy.
Mm-hmm.
It is so. Well, and I can easily tell it's a lot of different editors, a lot of different writers, a lot of different voices are on this website.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a big ball of confusion. It's not so much about the message. The message isn't lost, but there's so much redundancy and edification of the participants and throughout this whole side here, that the casual user, Julia, is really just going to give up and run right out.
Well,
okay?
I think now that you know who your users are in your personas, now you need to come up with the tasks. And you can see that they're problems already, but the best way to articulate the problems is to show these users trying to do specific things and explaining, like, describing what that process is like, and then you start to see what the problems are.
Well, I found, let me ask you this, because obviously my experience with the site was task-based. I had to find me some background, you know, so to speak. I don't have to first person that experience, you know, knowing that a user persona is a media person.
Right.
I can,
that's a perfect
I
user
can walk
persona.
through my, because I experienced it myself. I had to find the newsroom on this site. You know, I
Right.
had to figure out where it was, because it's not nothing on this deal. No user persona that I just defined has an easy job.
Right.
On this,
that's great.
you know?
That's great. Then you'll have a lot to point out.
I sure will. I sure will. So that is okay. I feel I've defined at least 4 user personas. You know, I look at the assignment page and it says develop 3, but is it finding anywhere in our reading either that it has to stop at 3 or go bigger than 3? You know, I see 4.
That's fine.
Sticking with 4. Okay, cool. Okay, so we got those identified, and it's time to move on to tasks. Okay.
Yeah. So just put your head in, and it'll be easy for the media person, but put your head into those other personas and what they might be wanting to do on the site, and come up with some tasks.
Okay, all right, because I actually, user personas in this case were subjects for interviews, like the campus activist who had to get done to make it happen, you know, because you have to do all kind of stuff to pull off the flash mob, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to do it according to their way. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I have direct access to the people who were the other user personas because they were parts of the story I wrote. So I saw user personas in action. So I've got good insight and detail on how actually frustrated one source was trying to get it done.
That's good. That's good. Well, keep moving along with it. You know what you need to do. I think you've got a good project.
Yep.
Let me jump over to Amber.
Okay.
Okay. Let me screen share. Okay. So this is the website I picked, and it's a pretty good website overall, but the more you go down, there's a lot of repetition, or like bad repetition, in the pictures, like in the events. See, as you can see, it's constantly being repeated, and this happens for like a few pages, or like 5-6 pages. And so, yeah, I guess that like this needs to be worked on for sure, because it gets boring as you keep going on through, as you like repeat and see the same thing. Is this kind of what you were looking for?
Yeah, can you go click on menu so we can see all of the different sections that there are? Yeah, so I think
should I?
You need to diagram it out and make sure there's enough there to make it interesting.
Does the whole site, Amber, does the whole site just offer you that grid until it?
Well, it kind of changes like per page. Like for instance, this is a completely different one, so it's just like a whole page. I think that the first page was the only one that had the grids, and then as you can see in the menu, like this is different style, and then wait, oops, it was just there. Yeah, so I guess this is also the same. Yeah. Yeah, so the menu, it's quite clear, like, and it's
It may not be big enough. It looks
yeah.
like there's only really like 5 pages, you know? And
Okay.
then it's kind of like organized like a blog in that all of these events are just like just blocks of content
Uh-huh.
event. You know what I mean? And
Uh-huh.
the
Okay.
way they display these events, it just depends on, you know, the page. And they do a terrible job of displaying the events on the
Mm-hmm.
homepage because they're repeating over and over again. So there's something wrong with the logic there. But
Mm-hmm.
the question is there enough content? You know, I can't really wrap my head around the entire structure of the site without spending some time on it.
Yeah. Okay.
But maybe there are like
Maybe
things.
here. It's
Festivals,
yeah.
maybe there are enough sections.
Um, yeah, I totally didn't even see this part. So, do you think with this it would be enough, maybe?
Probably. Yeah, I
Yeah.
didn't notice that.
Yeah, I didn't either.
So you have some stuff under menu. I wonder if that's the same as under like things to do.
Um,
No, so that's more
no.
content there.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
so start diagramming it out and see, you know, see if you think it's robust enough to warrant reorganizing it.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you need to do the same thing. You have to come up with your user personas and what tasks they might be trying to do when they go to the site.
Yeah, who do you think? Hey, Amber, off the top of your head, who do you think
Uh-huh.
this website is marketed to?
I would
What's your
say,
gut tell you?
I guess mid-age, like family type of, yeah.
Really?
I
Like
think
what?
so.
30s with kids?
Like, yeah, I
30s
30s with
before
kids,
kids?
40s with kids. Yeah. Yeah. I
Okay.
think from the top
Okay.
of my head, but
Well, right. Yeah.
oh,
What does your intuition tell you? Because that'll give you a sense of what your user scenarios would be. It kind of
mhm.
looks that way. Like
Yeah.
it's younger with enough spending power to move around town and do pretty cool stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
That kind of
Mhm.
what it is? Okay.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think students, I think it's definitely like adults more than students because yeah,
Mhm.
you definitely have to have money to be able to do these things.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so
Oh, I
maybe,
only bring that up
yeah,
to offer insight into what the users might look for and
yeah,
who they might be, you know.
maybe like expat families or something like that.
Hmm. Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
You
Well,
guys,
there you go.
you guys have both seen the samples, haven't you, that I posted?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. One link assignment page doesn't work anymore though. It's under the user personas part.
Yeah, that example,
That comes up a
I removed,
404 now. Yeah.
yes, yes, I removed one of the links to that page. I don't think it's really that necessary because the student examples are a good enough example to show you how to do it.
Okay. Yeah, I have three good examples I think have came through so far.
Yeah.
One of them was one of your projects, and then two student ones. That's what I have in my folder.
Okay, good.
I have them.
Good. Amber, did you want me to look at anything that you're doing for the 1600 class?
I think I'm almost set. So
Oh,
if
good.
but yeah, I still have I'm gonna work on it until at least like midnight tonight.
Really?
But yeah, I just
Were you
wanna.
able to get things uploaded and all that?
I haven't tried yet. Like I still have everything like in my files and but like when it goes to the what's it called?
The
When
hosting.
no, like when I click it on the browser, it's working fine. So yeah,
Wait,
I just
so-
need to host it.
Okay. Did you
What
get
was
that?
your browser views? Sounds like your browser view and you haven't FTP'd anything, right? You're just
What?
working
Sorry?
in your text. You're
Yeah.
just working in your text editor still, right?
Mhm.
And you're previewing it in the browser.
Mhm.
But
Yeah, that's what I meant to say.
did you ever get just a plain HTML page uploaded to your hosting space?
Yeah, I think,
You
yeah,
did?
I did. Yeah, I sent it to you.
Oh, okay. And I already looked at it, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. All right. I thought you were still struggling with that. So yeah, I see that I checked you off. Okay. Good. Okay. Well, then I'm glad you're in good shape.
Thank you.
All right, guys. You know what? I might even, I might do a session on Tuesday. I know it's spring break, but I know that Darren asked me to do it.
Oh, really? Oh, that would be cool. I haven't met him yet.
So yeah, he's a nice guy. So I'll let you guys know. And then I think with daylight savings over here, our time difference may change.
Okay.
So I have to look it up. I don't know if we're going to be closer in time or farther apart in time. So if that causes a problem for you guys in terms of this Friday session, we can reschedule it.
All right. Oh, you mean Tuesday or whatever Darren wants?
Right. I think Tuesday I'll probably keep it 9 a.m. our time, but I'm not sure if that means 3, 4, or 5 for you because the time.
Okay, that's fine. Well, that's fine because I'm using spring break. You know, today was originally a travel day for me. Obviously, I'm not traveling, so I'm staying here for spring break, and I don't have big travel plans. So
Okay.
I can try for some deliverables on Tuesday by Tuesday.
Okay. Well, then I'll put the announcement out today. Did you have any trouble changing your ticket, Brian?
No. I have to pay.
Oh.
I have to pay the difference. I have to pay a few $100 to get the
Are you
ticket
staying?
to change.
Yeah, he's staying for the second term.
Nice. Yay.
Which is good news. Which is good news for our sessions, Amber. So
yeah,
you know,
for sure.
get out of this website tonight. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. That's all I'm doing tonight. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, have a good night. I'm gonna get my day on.
Have a good morning.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.